There's a buzz in the air, and it's not just from Electro's static charge. No, it's the growing hype for the upcoming superhero sequel, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac Games. This sequel isn't just another installment, promises to be a rich tapestry of plot and gameplay that will likely have us glued to our screens. The game isn't just about bringing back our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It's about introducing his most formidable foe, Venom, and exploring the iconic black suit storyline. Just thinking about it sends shivers down any die-hard fan's spine. Yet, amidst this focus on Venom and the black suit, we risk overlooking another crucial piece of the puzzle, the secondary antagonist. This is a character whose story intertwines with Spider-Man's in a way that has left a lasting impact on Peter Parker. So let's dive deeper, shall we? Let's unravel the story of this villain. Let's try to understand Kraven. Let's turn the clock back to 1964. That's when we first met Kraven the Hunter in The Amazing Spider-Man number 15, brought to life by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. From the very beginning, Kraven was depicted as an egomaniacal hunter obsessed with capturing the elusive Spider-Man, proving to be one of the few villains who could push our friendly neighborhood hero to his absolute limits. This obsession became Kraven's defining trait, echoed through various animations, comics, and video games. But despite his popularity, fans craved more depth for Kraven. In the late 80s, creative duo J.M. DeMatteis and Mike Zeck answered the call with a story that has since served as Kraven's legacy and is also considered one of the greatest Spider-Man stories ever told. The story's title? The Last Hunt. The Last Hunt kicks off on a dark, dreary New York night. Alone in his mansion, surrounded by trophies of past victories, Kraven's former glory fades into the shadows. Beaten by Spider-Man, his pride is shattered, leading him to concoct a final, desperate plan to claim victory over Spider-Man. Meanwhile, our hero Peter Parker grapples with his own demons. He mourns the loss of his ally, Ned Leeds, and is forced to confront the stark consequences of his dual identity. And just as he swings into the night, a fury-filled Kraven strikes. Shockingly, Peter Parker is shot and supposedly killed. After staging a funeral, Kraven dons the spider suit in a twisted attempt to prove he can be a better Spider-Man, ruthless and efficient. His violent attacks on criminals draw attention, but the spotlight reveals a much darker, brutal Spider-Man. But here's the twist. Peter isn't dead. Instead, he's trapped in a 2-week coma, buried alive. During this time, we get a deep dive into Peter Parker's mind. He tastes of freedom from responsibility and unusual tranquility. But it doesn't last. As he's haunted by visions of the past, Peter battles his inner demons and claws his way back to the surface. So what does this mean for the sequel? How will Insomniac adapt this story? Can we expect the same depth and darkness in Marvel's Spider-Man 2? Only time will tell. But for now, we can't help but wait with bated breath, excited about the potential this game has in store for us. Alright folks, let's talk about the elephant in the room, how Kraven's Last Hunt could potentially influence the storyline of Spider-Man 2. Now this is purely conjecture at this point, but as a fan, I can't help but speculate. Insomniac has proven time and again that they understand the importance of deep, fleshed-out villains. Doc Ock, Mr. Negative, the Tinkerer, all of these characters had depth that made them not just threats, but genuine characters in their own right. Picture this, Kraven, in the twilight of his days, is hell-bent on one last hunt, his last chance to reclaim his honor by defeating Spider-Man. Can you imagine the gravitas, the desperate urgency this would add to his character? This isn't just a hunt, it's a last stand, and that could make him an even more formidable adversary. Think about the gameplay implications too. What if Peter's taken out of commission, buried alive by Kraven, leading to a period of the game where Miles is once again the sole protector of New York? We've seen Insomniac incorporate some of Spidey's most iconic moments in their previous games. The imagery of Kraven's Last Hunt is striking, to say the least, and it would offer a chance to explore deeper, more psychological aspects of storytelling, something they've touched upon in the first game. Let's get a bit wild here. What if the Black Suit storyline intersects with Kraven's Last Hunt? Imagine Peter is buried in his classic red and blue, and then, while trapped in his coma-like state, he battles his inner demons as the symbiote starts to take hold. He then bursts forth from the grave, decked out in the iconic black suit. Chills, right? One thing is certain. Insomniac has a vast treasure trove of lore to draw from for Spider-Man 2. The story will likely be bigger, grander, and carry even higher stakes than ever before. As for Kraven, one of Spidey's most formidable adversaries, let's hope he finally gets his time in the limelight. Tell me what you think. How would you feel about seeing Kraven's Last Hunt incorporated into the storyline? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.